Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today I want to share with you guys what I'm actually looking at when I'm playing Arena. Someone in my stream yesterday actually had that question, and I was like, at first I was like, that's silly, I'm looking at my computer screen. Then I was thinking about it more, and I was like, wait, that's a really good video topic. What am I actually looking at when I am playing Arena, like the details on my screen? And I was thinking that's probably very helpful for a beginner or even a more seasoned player in Arena to kind of give them a checklist on what to be looking for when you're playing a game. So very simply, you want to be looking at your enemies, you want to be looking at your party frame, you want to be looking at your cooldowns, and you want to be looking at your positioning within the game. I'm going to kind of break down each point a little bit further as this video goes on. So first things first, you want to be looking at your enemy party frames, aka Gladius. So right here, if you don't have Gladius, you have S Arena or the default frames. That works too. This is going to be tracking your CCs, your diminishing returns, people's trinkets, cast bars, and their health and their mana. So it's really important to be keeping an eye on all of those things. Right here, I can immediately tell the priest is running Relentless, and the hunter and the feral are running trinket. So right away, I want to try to get some type of CC on the priest because he's not on poly DR because the game just started, and try to get some type of stun or cleave here on the double DPS with some type of CC on the priest. The game just opened, and this is the fourth point, was positioning, but I really want to note, look, my Shaman is in a stun, so I'm looking at the party frames. I see that he's in a stun. I'm actually going to back this video up. I see that the Feral's going over to my Shaman to stun him. So right away, I'm looking at my Gladius. I'm like, okay, they're Relentless and Trinkets. I want to get a sheep on the Priest. But right away, I see that my Warlock is stunned here using my big debuffs add-on. It shows me that right away. And then I see that my Shaman is also stunned. Of course, the hunter wants to trap off of the stun, so I blink over to my shaman, on top of my shaman, and eat the trap. So right away, we have a couple things we're looking at. Party frames for CC, Gladius frames to look at their trinkets and try to get CC, and then from here, we can kind of start the game. Eat that trap. Priest looks like he wants to waddle over and fierce. This is another type of positioning thing. I don't want to stack too much on the priest or I'm going to get feared. I want to CC the priest before he fears my shaman, so I'm very aware of my position within the space of the arena. Not too much is happening besides that. I blink over to the priest, and we get a full fear off of that. I can try to follow that fear with a sheep if I want. I have an orb down, a blizzard down on the DPS. Try to get a sheep off. I get kicked, but the Shadow or Death also comes out. I get another kick. So when I talk about when you want to keep track of your enemies, I'm really talking, guys, about Gladius and Omnibar. These are the two big add-ons that are going to help you do that. The Feral has no kick, the Hunter has no kick, and the Priest has no death. This means I can free cast a sheep onto the Priest without any type of interruption. That means I don't have to fake anymore. So you really want to keep track of this Omnibar. Within Gladius, they're all three have sheep DR, so I can get a sheep on any three. I mean, I can't really sheep a Feral, but if you shifted, I guess I could. I can sheep any three with a full sheep DR. So you want to keep track on the DRs, and they're all three not CC'd. If they were CC'd, this little priest frame here, the feral frame here, the hunter frame here would actually show like a sheep or a fear. So if we play this, I do get feared. I get dispelled, and I full sheep the priest without having to fake. I cast a blizzard here on the hunter. As you can see the sheep has about a second left. I make a mistake in this game. Right now, I should have been recasting a second sheep here on the priest, but I thought I had a Belf silence up. As you can see, I run towards the priest and I hit my Belf, but it's not up. So I actually miss my CC, and we don't follow the CC on the priest for another second or so until the sheep goes off. That's very bad. Don't do that. Learn from my mistake and always chain your CC. Regardless, we do get the hunter to about 10%, and we force his turtle cooldown. So here in this game, I could be looking at my Gladius. Alright, we're all good. Sheep DR's here. Hunter's low. We got deterrence. Looking at my friendly frames. Alright, my Shaman's out of CC. We're good to go. Looking back down at my cooldowns, I have no Orb for 20. I have no Veins for 3 minutes. I have no Comet Storm because I'm running Glacial. And I have no Ice Nova because I just used it. I'm pretty much out of damage as far as damage is concerned, and I've already used my Evan Bolt, so I have no damage offensively. Defensively, I could scan real quick my defensives. I have no trinket. I do have 2 ice blocks available. Okay, so we've looked at our cooldowns, we've looked at Gladius, we've looked at our party frames, and we can kind of look at positioning a little bit. Shaman's way over here. My Warlock's in the middle. I can kind of play more aggressively onto their priest because guess what? I have 2 ice blocks available and they're not really targeting me. So I can position very freely. So let's unpause the video. So that's what I would just be looking at in a glimpse during that frame. Unpause the video. Pharaoh, once again, wants to go over and stun my shaman and do a trap. I was way too far to eat that trap. My warlock's doing a great job kiting behind the pillar. The sheep DR's off in 13 seconds here on the priest. I have my orb back up, so I'm like, okay, I have an orb. Once the sheep DR comes off, I'm going to try to sheep the priest and orb the DPS. The incarn comes out from the feral. You can use Gladius to track enemy cooldowns as well. So the incarn comes out from the feral, a little scared, so I start sheeping the hunter to help my warlock live. My warlock uses his wall, as you can see here, using party ability bars. The sheep comes off DR in 2 seconds. I can full sheep the priest, and then orb is off cooldown, so I can orb the DPS when I do that. So let's play this video. I resheep the hunter. My shaman gets feared. I'm trying to go for a sheep on the priest. I do get wyverns, or the silent sting from the hunter. We do get a very nice link there from my shaman. Shaman gets trapped up again. I can see that trap onto him. I do fake the death. The feral has no kick, so I land the full sheep on the priest. Once I land the full sheep, that orb is down. I can do an instant cast blizzard. I can look at kicks here. The hunter still has a kick available, but it's too far, so I can get that resheep probably pretty easily on the priest after the sheep fades. My warlock's getting very low, but at this point, I can't really sheep the hunter because this is our time to burst down the hunter. My shaman's about to be out of CC, so we should be able to top up the warlock in a second. And I have an instant blizzard to cast and an ice nova to cast when they're both stacking. No ebon bolt available. So we play that once again. My warlock gets kind of topped off a little bit. He ports away, trying to get some more CC on the priest. We get the sheep and the fear, a little bit of overlap, which isn't great. The ebon bolt's back up off of cooldown. Huge damage here onto the hunter. Another fear onto the priest. So sheep DR has 10 more seconds. Hunter is still pretty low. Has that hunter sack on him right now. The hunter and the feral both have no trinket, so either one could be a kill target. The pain sub comes out, trying to eat another trap here on my shaman. Not sure if I'm going to get it or not yet. The Dark Archangel comes out, so very scary here for my warlock because the shaman's stunned and I'm stacked, so we're about to get double feared. I don't actually eat that trap. I move away, so I try not to get double feared. I do get feared, so I just block it because my warlock's the one that's going to die, not me. Trying to get a full sheep on the priest. So here I notice that the sheep DR is back off. Once the sheep DR is back off, guys, there's no kicks. Death is out of the way already. When I say death, I mean premonition. I get a full sheep onto the priest. Once that full sheep lands, it's pretty much pretty good for us because the hunter is already, 10% life. My warlock's doing a great job of surviving. Get a resheep there onto the priest. If we could follow that with a fear or some type of any other CC, we get that third sheep and the hunter goes down. So guys, this kind of shows you really broken down slowly what I'm looking at in Arena. Enemy, you're looking at your enemies. That's Gladius, that's Interrupt Bar, that's CCs, Diminishing Returns, Trinkets, Cast Bars, Health Mana, all stuff like that. You're looking at your own party. This is party ability bars, big debuffs. You're looking at cooldowns, CCs, Health Mana. And then you're looking at your own cooldowns, defensively and offensively. When can you next go? Are you okay? And then you're looking at your positioning. Where are you in relation to your partners? Are you in a good spot? If you're being targeted, you should play back more. If you're not being targeted, you can push in and go for more CC. This is what I'm looking at in Arena. I hope it was helpful, guys. If it was, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, whatever. If you didn't like the video, thumbs it down. Talk to me in the comments. I try to read them every single day and talk to you guys down there. And once again, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!